In this video, I'll discuss the Watchtower, October 1st, 2014, announcing Jehovah's Kingdom, God's Kingdom. What can it mean for you? And normally when I get this magazine, I see the photo and I go to the articles that mean something to me. The first article says, why be interested in God's kingdom? Oh, it doesn't do much for me. When God controls the earth, I've already read the book that the Jehovah's Witnesses have. What does the Bible really teach? So Satan has a time to prove his case to God, saying that humans will follow him. And so therefore, if I got it correctly, then each of us has a choice to make to serve God or to serve the devil. If you serve your own self, you're not serving God, in the sense that you're not being like the Good Samaritan. God's kingdom, what it means to Jesus. What it means to Jesus, I'm not interested in that article either. Jesus is the Son of God, fine. He's the one that died for my sins. I thank you. Now I still have problems here on earth. Some people say I'm proud, or that you don't care about Jesus. I do care. He's the one that died for us. All right, now I want Jesus to come into my life. Then my life has to change. Everyone else says, Daniel, you're the one that's making all the trouble. So, continuing on, God's kingdom, what will it mean for you? This is page 8. This is the one that I'm interested in. However, God's kingdom means what my friend calls utopia. Everything is peaceful. Here we have some questions. 2, 4, 6. Where did we come from? Adam and Eve sounds fine. That's a nice story. Sure. God created Adam and Eve. What is the purpose of life? One guy on the radio said, kids. In the Bible it says, go forth and multiply. The purpose in life for me is to help my children and anyone that I can possibly help. The Good Samaritan is my role model for living a Christian life. Why does God allow suffering? Because Satan, just like he tempted Job, God apparently gave Satan some time. And Satan said that humans would worship him. So God gave him some time, 7 days. 7 days is like 1,000 years. 7 days of God in God's calendar are like 1,000 years for us. So for me, if Jesus came 2,000 years ago, that was just 2 days ago. And if it's 7 days, then we have at least 3 more days, or the world won't end until the year 5,000 or something. It doesn't matter to me when the world ends. It's just going to be a change. The kitten's inside the book bag. What happens when we die? The Jehovah's Witnesses believe that humans just get buried and eventually we get new bodies when Jesus comes back to resurrect all of us. What is the key to a happy family life? There, I've been studying this one. Love and respect. Both of us, my wife and I, need to choose to follow God. My wife doesn't read as much as I do. She's a very active person. She has very little time for herself. Whereas I am constantly thinking. I would take more action. However, uh, the Jehovah's Witnesses divide people into spiritual people that follow God or worldly or materialistic people. And materialistic people follow money. All they think about is the bills or earning money or buying something. Whereas I think about, we got a bunch of apples, well, let's take some to that family over there. You know, they were kind to us. And even if they weren't, I mean, if you see Tolstoy's The Shoemaker, Martin, the shoemaker, in that story, the shoemaker could look out his window and he would see the feet. The window, he was in a basement type shoemaker shop. So when he would see people walking, just by looking at their shoes, he knew who it was. And so one day he gave a pair of baby shoes to a mother who had a little baby. He gave clothing away that day. And before that, he had a dream that Jesus was going to come and visit him. And so all day he was waiting, and Jesus didn't come. Only different people showed up. And he helped every one of them. One of them was sneezing, and he was frozen, and he was the street sweeper. So he said, come and just warm yourself. Have some tea. So what is the key to a happy family life? I would say there's only one success, and that to me is to serve God. If you can get your family to serve God, then your family will be happy. Love and respect each other. This doesn't mean play dead. I do take action. I take the internet away from the kids. Right now that we don't have water, I'm letting it slide. Because as it is, they have to go get the water from the neighbors and things like that. So I'm not going to discipline them every single day. And when my wife and I have difficult moments, I just keep quiet. I don't answer her, or I answer her and I tell her that I won't answer that question, or I limit the conversation. Then I go to my room. I go to the garage. I just stay there. I used to hug her, and then she'd say, "No, don't touch me. Don't hug me." Don't. So I don't do that anymore. What I end up doing is, like, after she's falling asleep, I go and I grab her pillow and I go back to my room. You know, I'm not gonna sit there and not do anything. Then she says it's 3 o'clock in the morning or 1 o'clock in the morning, and then I say, well, if you don't have time for this, then it's not my problem. You know, no, I don't tell her that. I just keep quiet. Then she says, give me back my pillows. Then I give them back to her. I just leave them there on my bed. She takes them. An hour later, I go get the pillows again, you know. And this is what I call being assertive. Apparently people, they need their pillows in order to sleep. But that's when I'm, yes, I'm being difficult, but that's when I'm, another thing I do is, The wife doesn't want me to go with her shopping, and I just get in the car and I go with them. She doesn't want me to go, but I go with her. I used to stay here Saturday and Sunday all day by myself, just with the dog, sometimes with my son. But now we go. We all go as a family. All right, so this magazine, it was nice. What is the key to a happy family life? I already know the answer. Follow God, pray to God. Do your part, even if your wife won't do her part. And so I looked at it. I read the last story, which said my life was all about me, but I didn't see anything wrong with his life. He was a father and husband, but now he has a brotherhood because he has lived in several countries and he has always been able to find the Jehovah's Witnesses. So this gentleman is happy. All right. God bless you.